Okay. Oh, there we go, there we go. Alright, I had to force the issue. It just was not gonna do it the other way. I don't know why. Okay. I have no idea what happened right there. Gray, how you doing? I do apologize for being late. I was actually in here 10 minutes early, goofing off, and right when I hit the stream button, OBS says, failed to stream, failed to log, or whatever it was, failed to connect. And it just kept saying that, even though I went through the full process of re-logging in, and my... apparently, because I have... what is it, like, your two-step authorization or whatever for Google, if you give something to them as a secondary way of signing into your account and it deems one more safe than the other, it will simply not allow you to use the other one even if it functions properly. It took forever. But then I had to force it by telling it to go to a custom thing, and now it's working. Thank you, Richie. I don't even have my headset on right now. I do appreciate it. I was fighting with it again. That's why having a ball-peen hammer is a great threat to goes a long way. That's actually kind of funny because I was sitting here thinking that's basically what Windows said whenever it's like, hey, do you know Windows 10 has been discontinued? And it says what to do with your PC. It says sell it or scrap it. Basically what it says. And I'm like, that is so daggone rude that you just basically nullified anything anybody's ever had that didn't include Windows. It is so bad. Richie, how you doing? Lady Meerkat, how is it going? It's a little premature too? Yeah, I would think so. I do apologize. I have been in and out of the house all day. I have got very sensitive seedlings outside. And today we went from a slightly sunny, slightly shady, dappled light area over into full sun for the day for the next couple of days. In an hour, I need to go check on them to make sure none of them are looking particularly droopy. And I may or may not be bringing some of those inside if they're looking pitiful. So... You're doing 160p? Oh, okay, gotcha. Internet being sad. You're watching the Skyrim videos? Nice. Nice. Oh. So, there's a lot of pollen out there right now, and it has given me the sniffles. Everything is yellow. Is anybody having to deal with the pollen apocalypse right now? Is pollen apocalypse happening around you? I am worried. Because as of right now, let me check, let me verify. We have got... Oh, never mind. Well, I mean, it's going to get close, but... Here, let me do more half sentences, see if you guys can guess what it is I'm talking about. It was saying yesterday that it was going to hit 80 degrees. What is 80 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius? 26 degrees Celsius. So it said it was going to get to that temperature today. And that's a bit hot for seedlings that haven't had to deal with that type of temperature, but they're tomatoes and peppers and stuff like that. There's a couple of other things mixed in. But I got kind of worried that maybe they'd be a little bit pitiful. So I went out there and just like sprayed them a little bit with water over the tops of them to keep them cooled down in case they got too hot, just being the first day that they were outside. But if the sun fully comes out, which is not really out, it's partially cloudy right now, they should be fine. I've got my fingers crossed, guys. Yellow everything, yeah. Yeah, it is so bad. It's everywhere. My truck is covered. My plants are covered. The ones that have been outside the whole time, they moved into the sun yesterday and they look fine, so I'm just going to leave them there. The ones that I don't know how many of you follow the Hidden Harvest channel. It's Hidden Harvest with Liz, and that's where I put my gaming content, my gardening content for those who are interested in seeing it. I up-potted several pots of plants that I got from the nursery. I intentionally went there looking for trays, so I was looking for a way of hiding the fact that I was getting additional trays. Not necessarily hide it, they really don't care, but it's more of a, if I don't see you take it, then I don't care. But if you just walk out with like a handful of them, I'm pretty sure someone's going to feel obligated to say something, even though they just throw them in the trash. That's how a lot of businesses are. It's like if they don't see it, they don't care, but if you just go out and do it, then they're like, oh no, I guess I have to say something, even though we're just going to throw them in the garbage anyway. So what I do is because those trays are a little bit flimsy anyway, I'll take like 3 or 4 of the trays and put the pots into them, but I need to fill up one tray, so it's reasonable that I took a couple of extra. It's the same thing as getting like extra napkins whenever you go to a restaurant. So I wanted, the main thing I wanted were those trays, but while I was there trying to hide the fact that I was getting these trays, I was like, if I'm going to pay for seedlings, I might as well make sure there's as many seedlings inside each container as possible, and then pot them into their separate containers, and so far all of them have lived. So they're all prepped and ready to go, and they're sitting out there along with the ones that have already been hardened off. Now if I can just get the rest of them. If I can just get the rest of them hardened off. Because, oh my god, I'm so tired of moving plants from one area to another area. It's getting ridiculous. The heat you're having right now is coming from the Sahara and carrying loads of sand with it. Oh, geez, good grief. There are times like mid-summer when our heat hits the highest and there has been no rain. We kind of get that same kind of feeling. And the worst part is no rain, high heat, and it just feels like it's dusty everywhere, and there's still humidity. I don't know how Georgia does it. It does it, though. The humidity is never gone. It does not matter how dry it gets. The humidity is never gone. Captions are still turned off. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am bound and determined not to let the fiasco of not wanting to start the streaming pester me. I swear there are times it's trying really hard to test my knowledge, and I'm being found wanting whenever it comes to streaming. Need a good rain to wash the pollen. We're supposed to be getting a rain Saturday? Isn't there a big storm front coming in? No, Sunday. Sunday, 40%. That's not... Oh, there's like a light chance to rain all day. Oh man, that means like scattered showers possibly on Sunday, which I'm fine with that because that means I can get some yard work done. Monday, we'll probably get our rain Monday. Hey, are you planning on getting it? Because you're west of us. You should get the rain first, right? Are you guys gonna get any of it? Thank you for the hydration. You moved from Georgia just for that reason, because the humidity, yeah, it gets intense. But I have found whenever I go to dry areas, I have a hard time without having that humidity. I mean, the humidity does get bad. Don't get me wrong. There are times when you do not go outside from, I don't know, I would say you're pushing it at 10:30 in the morning to probably about 4 o'clock. You really only go outside if you absolutely have to. And you do any gardening that you need to do really early in the morning or really late at night. Mostly early in the morning, because late at night, you're going to have mosquitoes until they finally go to sleep. Yeah, I got some rest, but for some reason or another, I guess we've reached the time of the year where my body just immediately wakes up at 7 because I was awake before my alarm even went off this morning. So yeah, I didn't get a whole hell of a lot of sleep. Stayed up late last night trying to find soap in a game. We spent an hour looking for soap. Yeah, it's fine though. It's fine. Okay. I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to play for the entire time. I actually may have to at some point do an emergency run back and forth for plants. So let me go ahead and get started on the game, because you guys know we can just sit here and talk BS for like an hour before we even start up, which is cool, but I'm sure you guys want to see some of the game. At least get one mission done so we can say we did it. Let me go ahead and start recording. It's a pity the private worlds are such a pain. Yeah, no kidding. Are you trying to say chat distracts you? Possibly. Emmett, how you doing? Chat does like to do this. Distraction is y'all's best feature, right? Alright, what were we doing? I know that we had found the new cult, or whatever. The woman was actually pregnant with a fish person, possibly. Maybe. We don't actually have...
I mean, goddamn.
True. Oh, my bad, Gray. Yes, you guys are innocent, definitely. This lady is pregnant with a fish person, pissed off her husband. Her husband decided to poison a whole lot of people to try and get back at her and get her back because she's part of a cult. A professor who lives in Oakmont, who lives in Advent. That was the time when there was like this dangly thing right here that we have not figured out what to do with. There's a baby doll head. What do we need to do with this information? I know for a fact the poisoner is George Cavendish. All I know is I need to report this to Anna at the fish market. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Anna. Even if she is part of a cult, him killing a whole bunch of people is not good. Though I did tell him that I was on his side, so he would tell me who his connection was. So I need to go back to Anna, Eastern Shells. Eastern Shells. Yeah, okay, and I need to get to here. Okay. Where's my booth? There it is. Shells. We need to go to here. Don't have to leave as early today? Gotcha. How are the stuff and things, Vixen? Oh, guys, I did not show you. Hang on. Wait. This Vixen's here too. I have got new pictures of chicks. I really need to just start bringing these things up in my email, so you guys can see them better. It's a little bit hard to tell, but the one that's center right there, that one's Mabel, the one that I showed in the last one, but all of them are starting to get some of their adult feathers in. That's basically what it is. The last picture that I showed, they were just starting to get their little tiny tail feathers. Now they're starting to actually bring in their actual little feathers. It's very adorable and they look kind of pitiful. But it's just, it's their thing. It's what they do. It's the exclamation point over there. Is it that way or this way? This way? There we go. Are those future chicken nuggets? In about 3 or 4 years' time, possibly. Bam and I do have the intention... This is the wrong way. He and I do have the intention of eventually getting to where we're harvesting some of our chickens, but it's going to be after production time, and assuming I don't make a secondary flock. What I would like to do is have 2 flocks where I have... With each generation, I swap the children out so that the breeds stay okay, and I can kind of create my own breed that's really good for here. So what I'm going for are chickens that are egg producers, but can also be a meat bird, if need be. Do I have to run through that? I don't remember having to... I remember that. I don't remember having to run through this to get over there. Book it. No! Run! Please tell me there's a door on the other side. Oh, he's just all testy over there. Oh, there is. Okay. Oh, and I still have to go via boat? I'm confused. No, it's acting like there's another way I was supposed to go. I don't remember having to do this last time, but there's no harm in going 2 separate ways to the same location. Okay, this way? So, if we do wind up harvesting them, which at some point they will stop laying and stuff like that, and either you have to be able to have enough room to retire them to a chicken area where you're not intending to have them create eggs and you can still feed them and care for them, which is really great for people who have the ability to just allow the chickens out so they can go out and get food. You won't have to spend as much food. We do not have that big of a yard, so we have already discussed exactly what it is that we would wind up doing with our chickens. So this year, Wait, is she in here?
The door
Oh, the door won't
won't
budge. Don't think so. Wait, why is my marker there? Wait, I'm completely in the wrong area. I have to go to the... Dadgummit. Dadgummit. I have to go back to the fish market. For some reason, the marker is not on that, it's on him. And I don't need to do that anymore. I take care of that part of the mission. What we're going to do is next year, instead of purchasing chickens, we're going to breed them. And that batch of chickens is going to be the eventual replacements. Like, I have ocelorps. They're not Brahmas, they are Americanos, which are the egg layers, the Easter eggers. And then I have got ocelorps, Rhode Island Red. That's the other one that I'm missing. Basically, all of those are production breeds that can also be used for meat. And if I can do like a combo of those types of chickens, I think we would find ourselves a good one, especially since they are pretty good for... Stop. I don't know what I'm doing. They are a combination of both, and they all apparently do well down here. All of those breeds got like the cones that are not necessarily low, the wattles that are not bad for like snow and stuff. Because we do occasionally get it. So, we'll see. Bravo, which is my awesome gentleman of a rooster, he will eventually be replaced by his son, and Bravo will be retired. If I can make the secondary coop, he will be moving along with the older ladies to the newer coop and be allowed to lay for the other ones, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
fresh fish?
we're gonna try that anyway. I know who the poisoner
I found
is.
your poisoner.
See, bless you, Charlie. Thank goodness. Who is it?
Well, that's the peculiar part. It's your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. So that son of a rock.
The Rhode Island Red is not necessarily the meat bird, it's more of the,
We'll find him. Then I'll have a word with him in person.
okay, she's gonna have a
Still,
word.
it's strange.
They're the,
I never thought he'd have the guts to
they're
do
the
something
scavengers.
like this. He was always a pushover.
Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. They're more the scavenger bird, like the Rhode Island Red. There's an issue with breeds right now where you've got your high producers and you've got your meat birds, but both of them together, they don't really bird very well. They don't survive as... If for some reason anything was to happen, I'm a prepper at heart, always will be, even if I don't do a whole lot of prepping nowadays. If crap were to hit the fan and I had my chickens would have a hard time getting enough food because the stores would be closed or something like that, and I wouldn't be able to get a whole lot of access to food. So I would have to open up the pens and let them out to scavenge for food. The ocelorps, the Easter eggers, things like that, they don't really have an instinct for forage like the Rhode Island Red does. That's the reason why I got the Rhode Island Red, my bad. You're oddly calm.
You're taking this remarkably well for a woman who just found out her ex-husband is a poisoner.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now, and we serve a
Bravo,
higher purpose
Alpha
than he
Bravo
could
Charlie,
ever
yes,
grasp.
that and Johnny
My
Bravo.
life finally has meaning. And now, we're going to relieve him of the burden of his miserable existence. You've done us all a great service, Charlie.
Why is she still calling me Charlie?
All right. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's
Poobah?
in charge. Now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market.
Emotional
You'll find an
damage!
inn-smouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
Thank you for the emotional damage. Okay, so do I now have something inside the Mind Palace that I can connect? No, I don't. I just have this dangly thing going on here. High-ranking member, the Insamouther named Maurice. The basement of the fish market, you say? Okay. We do have a point. What do we put this into? What is this? Vitality. Falling from heights, melee attacks. Carry another grenade. More rifle rounds, more shotgun rounds. Man-eating eels. Oh my gosh. What were you going for? This one? Yeah, sure. We will... No, we've already done that one. Never mind. No, we hadn't done that one. Okay. Onward! Where's your basement? Basement of the fish market. Basement of the fish market. Ah, there we go. Favorite episode was a crossover with Scooby-Doo. I'm pretty sure I've seen that one. But yeah, originally we had Alpha, Bravo, and what I named was Omega. I thought it was going to be a toss-up between Alpha and Omega on which one was going to become the leader of the group, because both of them acted the way. Bravo was kind of laid back and chill. He wasn't scared of anything, but he didn't do anything. Like, he didn't come after me, he hung out with the ladies, he let Alpha do his thing, and then it eventually got to where Omega, we nicknamed him Tippy, because he was the only one who still had the whites left on the tips of his wings. It got to where he was being bullied by Alpha, and he was a lot smaller of a rooster, and he decided he was going to shack up with Big Mama Blandy, which was the largest hen we had at the time, and that was his one bae. That was his one girlfriend. That was the only thing he was worried about. He didn't care that Alpha got all of the other chickens. Blondie was his. So we rehomed Omega, Tippy, and Blondie to somebody else, and she's actually just started producing her eggs. They're very excited. But apparently he's become a little mean SOB is what I have heard. So even though he's tiny, he's got a lot of sass to him. And then Alpha, we rehomed him to a flock that actually free roamed because he was a very aggressive chicken. He had a whole lot of testosterone, if you know what I mean. He had a whole lot of oompspa. So he needed a bit more of a free-range flock. And I think the reason why he was that aggressive is because there was another rooster around, and that's the reason why he was the way he was. Bravo, on the other hand, was just chill. He was like, too hot, too cold, just right, the Goldilocks of the chickens, and we went from calling him Beta, which is what his original name was, to Bravo, Johnny Bravo, because it also worked as number 2, but Johnny Bravo was because he was suave, and he treats the hens very well. He did have a little bit of a slight when Alfred kept coming around and, like, Alfred Hitchcock style, staring at the hens through the fence face to face with them. He manically, how can I say this on YouTube without getting in trouble? Try to make baby chickens frequently, to the point where you could almost see the chicken on the back of my hens. You could almost see that. And eventually he just got cocky enough, no pun intended, around one of my dogs that is completely okay with eating an entire chicken all by herself. And she took out Alfred. And ever since then, my ladies have suddenly started growing their feathers back, and he's calmed back down. So there's the story of my roosters. Be careful when you get roosters. Train them right. Always, 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 and I will stand by this, if you pamper your rooster, he will take care of your hens, and he will know that you're the one in charge of the roost. Every single time I put seeds in my hand, and I only give them to him, and I dust the lady stuff all over the ground, and I let them eat that, but I will let him eat out of my hand. That way he knows that I'm the one in charge, and he looks to me. And he's also not scared of me. And therefore won't try to protect his ladies from me. Open up! Okay. Question, did she send me in here to die? She might have sent me in here to die. Okay. There's not just a whole bunch of bad guys. There's actually a person. She sent me in here to die! Ow! Ow! Rude! Oh no.
Budge.
Wait, why can't I take out my gun? Because I probably don't actually have a gun in my hand. I should have done that already. Note to Maurice, you say? Oh. Did she just hand me a note and I idly gave it to him without even looking at it? That was just rude. That was rude. I trusted her. I even told her her husband was guilty. What happened? What happened? You live in the city and my chickens only come one way, butchered. Oh no. Liz the dummy mommy? No. I can absolutely be very compassionate and let your rooster know who's in charge. Are they just like... well, when you think about it, the woman is kind of the provider in the house, whereas the man is the provider outside the house. I personally adhere to gender norms. That's just me personally. I know some people work with different gender norms. Completely understand. Especially if there's like a job that's like catered more towards a dude being at home, like they do stock or something like that, and they actually cook and clean, and you know, they kind of swapped out that way. Completely okay with that. But as the person who cleans the house, who cooks the food and stuff like that, you are nourishing the people in your house, and that's really what I'm doing for the roosters. I'm letting him know that I'm in charge of that portion of it, so he doesn't have to worry about me. Not that... Why is the floor steamy? Not that he has to be afraid of me, you know? Because if I was a threat of some sort, he would protect his hens from me and try to push his hens away from me whenever I walked in. He needs to be comfortable with me, just as much as the hens need to be comfortable with me. Is there anything else down here? It's just that? You want a mind palace now with your dangling thing? There's nothing here. Now what do I do? Okay, I've basically said I didn't trust either one of them in this situation, so now what do I do? It's conveniently open, guys. The door's conveniently open. I do have my weapon. Hold on. I need my weapon again?
Hey, Mr.
Okay,
Reed.
there we go.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
We could just skip to the you could just tell me everything.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. All right. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much
What's her
easier
name,
to get
lady?
into the Order than to
Oh.
leave. Give the slightest hint of it. You've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
Okay.
All right, fine.
Newspaper,
into it.
ad with Salvation
Your lead
Harbor.
on the professor
Shows up
had
every
better be
week.
worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a
Nightmare
way
on Elm
out
Street.
fast.
Thank you, thank you, thank
or I
you.
might be too dead to be any use to you.
I'm getting to where I really like these types of shirts. I got like a whole collection of them. I just wish they came in tank top. Because I really... Once it starts hitting real summer, like if I was to go outside and it was actually 80 degrees right now, I probably would have a bit of an issue. It'd be really hot. Not to mention I want to... I guess Bam calls them his solar panels whenever he takes his shirts off or puts his tank tops on because his arms like absorb the vitamin D. I guess you could say it's like my solar panels. Okay, we need to go to the Chronicle. So I'm actually facing right over here is my teleportation because I go through tubes between all of these phones. Is it the Robert, Edlin, Freddy, or the Rausch? I have no idea. I will be honest with you. I have no clue. I didn't even know that there were two people who played Freddy. I know it's old school Freddy. Was there somebody new in the newer ones that they made? I did not know that they recast them. Like the... Was it Freddy versus Jason? Was that a different one? I didn't think they had recast him. We need to go to the Chronicle. The new one was a different actor. Oh, I was not aware of that. No, this one definitely looks old school. It does not look like the newer stuff. The guy who plays Rorschach and the Watchman plays Freddy. The guy who did Freddy versus Jason was also Robert. Okay, okay. See, I didn't even watch Freddy versus Jason. I'll be honest with you, I wear this shirt as kind of a triumph. Freddy used to scare the bejesus out of me when I was a kid. Not even an exaggeration on that. Okay, so after the flood section, it was advertisements, district, Salvation Harbor. No, oh, I've got the wrong thing on. Hold on. Hold on. Case book. Wait, before I proceed with my investigation, I need to report my findings about the EOD and Harriet Doug to Robert Thurgmorton. I can find him in his manor. Wait, I already got here though. Can I not do this yet? I mean, he specifically gave me this information. Oh, man. By the time I have to come back here, I'm going to forget what I was supposed to be doing. This is not how this stuff works. It's not how this works. Throgmorton? Yeah. Back around the corner. Why would you just pause in between there? Wouldn't you just go ahead and go... Because you're going across town anyway. You know, this guy apparently just likes to run a lot. Pardon! I don't know what's my problem. What is my problem? I like doing laps. Okay, let's go see him first. Here? Three to 4 ads is annoying. I do apologize. At this particular point, there's no way of discontinuing ads. Speaking of which, I don't know how many of you are a frequent patron of Twitch, or if you're just here watching me because you watch my YouTube videos. Apparently they are going to open up monetization to just about every single channel. The affiliateship will really have no meaning to it, which means most content on Twitch is going to suddenly start having commercials. Just so you guys know. So if you would rather do like the turbo or something like that, it might turn out to be a better deal. That way you could go to several different channels and watch and not have to worry about the ads. That's just a thought. It's either that or grit through it. I don't know. Me personally, I would either grit through it or get the turbo if you watch anybody else. If you only watch my channel, then maybe I can see you justifying doing that, but definitely do not do it on your phone because they charge you like $2 extra to do it. Don't do that. Wait. Oh no. Look at all of the flowers. Are you guys carving? You put his head on a cake? Wait, he is a cake. That's disgusting. Is this how you guys do funerals? We are not going to ask him about the cake? Did you just You're not gonna ask him about the cake.
I found a disturbing book, Mr.
Okay,
Throckmorton,
apparently I'm just gonna do
on
this
mirrors.
first.
It spoke of imprisoned souls. Now level with me. What is it you're after?
I suppose there's no point in being coy. I have learned that I once had a brother, Hammond. My father robbed me of him. Hammond is inside the mirror, trapped by sorcery. My father's doing? Why, I cannot guess. But he is a Throgmorton. He must be saved.
Okay, for those people who missed that episode, this dude's was married before he went to Africa. This dude's dad was married before he went to Africa. They already had a child. While he was in Africa, he had a loving relationship with a local, and they produced him. Now, that means that this dude has a brother out there. That brother got sucked into a mirror, and his mom is out hunting for a way to get him out of the mirror. Whenever the mom found out that the husband was seeing somebody else, she went a little bat crazy, and they put her in an institution, and she escaped. Now she's looking for a way to remove him. Your father's expedition, tell me about her.
Questions about Bethany.
I beg your pardon. I don't believe I know anyone of that name.
It's your mom.
Well,
Or,
it
no, it's
came
not
up
your
during the
mom.
investigation.
No, it's not your mom.
See, your father divorced, and his ex-wife's name was Bethany.
Say no more. It is beyond my earliest memories. But even if it weren't, my father's
John,
business
how you
is
doing?
his own. I shall not engage in gossip.
Okay, your father's
Your
expedition.
father led an expedition back in 1891. Do you know anything about it?
I'm not the best person to ask, I'm afraid. I was a babe in arms back then, and my father never made his findings public. It is a great shame, of course. His work would have turned the science of evolution on its head.
Yeah, I can see that.
He went down there to find out whether or not you could cross-species things. I mean, yeah, sure, it would have turned science on its head. I know who kidnapped Professor
I know
Doe.
who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
EOD and the Enso Masters are not the same.
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Yes, you're a bigot. A legitimate bigot and an actual bigot. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
that's how you're acting. The Innsmouthers didn't want to end up here, and they didn't do it to spite you. Your hatred leaves them no choice but to retaliate. Can't you see the vicious cycle here?
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
They
One
who?
man, not all of them. If you keep tarring every Innsmouther with the same brush, you'll radicalize them. And then all this will happen again. The only reason the EOD gained power here is because Innsmouthers had nowhere else to turn. You have to stop being part of the problem.
I shall try to think about what you have said.
Anyway, back to the point at hand,
business.
please.
I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
Yeah, he does not like the truth. If Twitch want to try that when spamming ads constantly, they'll have to have funds getting emails from the EU Commission. EU advocates ad blocking and anyone else who uses tracking software to block using ad will find themselves having issues with the EU Commission and could get anything from fines to full-on bans from the EU. YouTube is already getting pressure. That doesn't surprise me. The thing is YouTube makes money because of their ability to do ads. The issue is Twitch, even with its ads, is not a profitable company. And if they don't figure out a way for it to become profitable, how they haven't managed to do that after all of these years, I don't know. Unless they figure it out, Twitch will just die. So I don't... Maybe if they did their ads a little bit less intrusively, like instead of plastering the entire screen with an ad, put an ad on the side or something like that, or allow people who are watching to snooze the ad during a specific spot so they could finish watching like an amped up moment or something like that. If they could just snooze it like twice and then the ad plays. Anything to make the interface a little bit more user-friendly, and yes, YouTube is guilty of this. If a channel is monetized, they no longer have a choice. An ad will be played on the video regardless to whether or not the content creator gets anything from it. It's the same way. You can either tell YouTube to put an ad on your stuff, or they will do it and they will keep the money. It does not matter. Ads wouldn't be an issue if they actually had ads people wanted to watch and are more uniformed in their time length, as well as having banner ads like scrolling bars at the bottom or top. Yes, there is a way to be less intrusive, but if they were less intrusive, they would not be able to sell the ad slot for as much money. Make no mistake, as soon as they start putting the neural links inside people's brains, you will never get away from the ads. Ever. They will on the BB. They'll be on the back of your eyelids. They will follow you at Walmart on screens, and they will be looking at you. It'll be like, what was that movie? It was about that premonition where you had like things where he's moving. Not Futurama. Well, Futurama might have had it too, but I was thinking about Tom Cruise. Minority Report. Is it Minority Report? Everywhere you went, it looked like the commercial was talking directly to you. It might have been that, but that's basically what the future looks like if ads continue the way that they are. They don't want them to be less intrusive. They want to stop what you're doing and force you to look at the ad. That's the ads people. The people who run the platform are like, as long as I'm making the money, I really don't care if anybody sees your ad. That's how they feel about it. You don't watch too many cruise movies? I don't watch any recently, but I've watched them before. Okay. That's disgusting. This is how you guys celebrate. Or mourn. Where's his actual body? Can I go back in here? This is where you can find all the information about his dad's research, as it were. The weird thing is, this is not the only weird thing in human history, to be fair. There was that lady with the dolphin. So, I mean, let's just understand that some people are weird. Okay, so where do we go with this information, though? Fred told me where he knows where the EOD is keeping Professor Harriet. Now I can go back. Okay, thanks. Now I can do the thing that I was going to do and not have to teleport over here to listen to that dude talk. Pardon, this is mine. Alright, back over here. Futurama had episodes where they advertised in your dreams. That's disturbing because you're very suggestive with your dreams. They used to do stuff like that subtly in movies and stuff too. It was like suggestive selling in videos. Like they would show drinks that, what was it? It was in movie theaters. But like there would be a glass of Coke or something like that, and subtly, if you looked at the picture long enough, there was actually a naked woman that was in the glass, and that supposedly was subliminal. That was supposed to suggest to you that you wanted something to drink. They used to do stuff like that. Back to over here. Let's go! Now I can finally look at the newspaper. You would figure there would be a way that Twitch could figure out how to do their ads along with Amazon. How is it that Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the world for people ordering stuff from it, has not figured out how to advertise their own stuff on their own platform with content creators immersively? How have they not figured out how to do that? It's just like they're intentionally trying to mess it up. I don't know why. It's like the gaming industry. It's like they're intentionally messing it up. I just heard that, what was it? The company that just did the new Assassin's Creed or whatever, they sold like part of their company off to Tencent, which is like a Chinese company or something like that. And it's like, it just feels like in order for you to intentionally mess up so much of your own stuff, somebody is, oh, what was it? Ubisoft. There is a program that I watch. I know not everybody has the same political leaning, so I'm not telling you one way or the other to watch a particular type of person. This is political content on the what do you call it? Podcast. It's actually on YouTube. It's a political podcast, so if you're not into watching political stuff, don't go watch this. If you are into political stuff, maybe go watch it. I watch Timcast a lot. And there was a lady that was on there, and she was concerned because, what was it called? It was a fabric store that was very, very popular, especially with people doing costumes and stuff, like the roleplay costumes that were such a big deal for like Dragon Con and everything else like that. But that was the fabric store and craft store that everybody went to, and somehow or another, even though they were in the red, their company failed. Come to find out, there's a group of something, Joann's, yes. There's apparently something called a reverse, it's not a reverse mortgage, it's something else. She had a term for it. I don't remember the term, but basically it's like they'll come into a company, they'll buy enough stock to where they can get on the board, and then they start making decisions that align with them being able to sell off or make money from certain assets that the company has. Like, they will sell off the property that the store is on and then rent it back to Joann's. So they have now suddenly a new bill. They will sell off some of the stock and some of the shelving and stuff like that and then rent it back to Joann's. So even though it was profitable, they slowly sold off the assets from underneath everybody and forced the company to buy it back, but slowly bleeding the company dry, and then as soon as they bled it dry, they dumped the stock and ran. And apparently there's a group of people that have been doing this to a lot of businesses, did it to Big Lots too. So my thought is, given that AAA gaming was already on the downhill, and we all have said that there's a whole lot of suits that are in gaming that don't actually understand gaming, that are making choices for it, I'm wondering if they are doing the same thing. Like they're milking it for as much as they can, dumping what they can whenever they can, like self-stock or whatever like that. If they can sell off things like they just sold to Tencent, how much money did they make on that? These people invested nothing into actually making the games. They just bled the company dry. It's the guy's being very dramatic, staring out the paper at me. But it just seems like that. I know it sounds like something of a conspiracy, but that's okay. All right. But that's what it seems like to me. Whenever they said that they sold to Tencent, I was like, that's exactly what that sounds like to me. Okay, now we should be able to do this one because I can highlight this one. Section advertisements in Salvation Harbor. There we go. The time has come to send Toothless Bob on his final journey, this time to the Seven Oaks Bar at the crossroads of Comshore Street and Salvation Road in western Salvation Harbor. Toothless Bob, you say? It's not a conspiracy. They aren't trying to hide it. Runoffer, how you doing? The finance bros, yeah, it's like they don't really care that much about one way or the other on how the company is run and what it's doing. They're using it as a platform for making money. It means nothing to them other than they can buy and sell, trade, and then they will, if it's advantageous, they will just sell off things that the company needs to bring that money back in under the cover of trying to make the most money for the stockholders or whatever, and slowly just bleed the companies dry. And I'm like, you know, that actually sounds what's like. That's the only reason I can think of a gaming company knowing what they know. A lot of AAA gaming has had years of practice, Bethesda being one of them. They've had years of experience of knowing what their player base wants to play, what kind of games their players want to play. And then to completely ignore that and run with this narrative of, no, they want this. And it's like, well, no, they don't want this because we've got this feedback. And it's like, no, 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 pay attention to this. Don't pay attention to this. And it just feels like pay attention to this is those stockholders saying, if the company collapses, we make a lot of money. What do they call it whenever you short? It's called shorting a company, right? If it fails, they make a ton of money. That should never be a thing people were allowed to bet on. Toothless Bob. Okay. Toothless Bob's awake in salvation.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty.
The Seven
Why
Oaks.
don't you get hydrated?
Yes. Oh, I'm out of coffee. That's a tragedy. Predatory investment, yeah. Tencent helped Ubi last time with the big drama happened. Yeah, but Tencent's probably not getting nothing out of this deal, right? And if they can drain the company, and then some other company comes in and buys some of it, the guys in the suits who took the company downhill didn't learn anything. They're just like, if we get so bad off, the other stockholders will be like, hey, let's sell. And when they say, hey, let's sell, we finally rake in our big payday. I don't like the suits getting mixed up in gaming. I don't like it. The shareholders pocket the money and everybody else loses, exactly. As long as the shareholders continue to make money, and they can make money just by selling off the company, bits and pieces of the company. As long as they're making their part, it doesn't matter if everybody else at the company loses their job. They get their final payday and they're gone. So is this actually where I need to go? The Seven Oaks? Seven Oaks. Okay, so back around the building. This animation is so messed up. Okay, back around the building. Enough with conspiracy theorizing. It's really not a conspiracy. It actually happens all the time, and they actually brag and
Why are you running? Why are you running?
because I want to get there faster. What do you mean? They've actually got not tech bros, I wouldn't call them tech bros, investment guys that do, oh, what do you call them? It's not commercials, it's, like meetings in a little auditorium and some dude is all amped up and telling you how to make a whole lot of money and the world is yours type of thing. Motivational speakers for it or whatever. They have guys like that all the time. Doing videos and stuff like that. Where is your... Is this your door? I don't actually see a building that's got a mark on it. Wait. A little bit further than oh, here we go, this one. Where's your door? Right here. Hello. It is so dark in here. You need a few extra candles or something. I'm looking to leave the city. That's false. I'm not actually looking to leave the
Bird
city.
told me there are people in Oakmont.
Chat loves a good conspiracy theory. I love
Maybe not.
chit-chatting through
makes you think
conspiracy
I know?
theories.
What's his name? That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major Asshole.
Thank you,
He's an
Richie.
asshole too, sir. Gun is made first class Philip Asshole. How many assholes we got on this?
I don't know how long you've been playing Sinking City. How insane are you? Very insane. Philibante is a smart guy. He's pretty cool. Though, it gets... I don't know if you're an active listener all the time on it. My issue is like Phil's microphone is always lower than everybody else's. It's either that or he's got one of the hats on and he likes to tilt his head down and he's not actually talking into the microphone anymore. And you would think for a rock singer, he would know how to, like, project into a microphone. It just seems like he's actively trying not to, and his microphone is always quieter than everybody else's. I'm like trying to turn the volume up whenever he starts talking. Came for Toothless Bob's wake.
I've heard they're having a wake for Toothless Bob here.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam. Prove you ain't some gumshoe.
Oh, I can't prove that. I work for Throgmorton. How does saying I work for Throgmorton make this okay? Maybe I can do you a favor?
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out with something. Solving problems is my specialty.
Okay. What about a little favor? Nothing fancy, don't worry. I expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier still hasn't shown. Find out what's taken him so long. Here's the address.
Got it.
One more thing. If you don't find him, bring the package back, will
You get a passable severance on the way out? Oh,
The
damn.
water of life, if you catch my drift.
Bye.
I didn't hear any of what you said. I was too busy talking. Sorry. The EU guidelines demand transparency for in-game purchases. Game developers and publishers in the EU must now clearly display the real cost of microtransactions involving virtual currencies or risk violating new laws. And Steam also stopped the games from being able to be on Steam that ran ads. I thought that was amazing. That was so amazing. Okay, what did he want me to do? I was not paying attention to what he said. The bartender can arrange a meeting with the smugglers in return for finding out what happened to his courier. The courier went missing after visiting a house on Levi Coffin Avenue, not far from the crossroads with Marsh Avenue and Western Grimhaven Bay. The bartender also asked me to fetch a crate containing the water of life from the house if I have time. Okay. Western Grimhaven, which is... Grimhaven. Western Grimhaven, Levi Coffin? What is that noise that the game is giving me here? Levi Coffin, not far from Marsh Avenue. Okay, so around about here. We need to get back to our teleportation. Get out of there. Which was this way. Or was it the other way? It might have been the other way. I am so bad. I went very confidently in the wrong direction. You're supposed to pick up a case of booze. Oh, gotcha. Alright. We can do that. Let's see, we need to go over there. That's a long trip. The closest one we've got is here. Unless we can just do a crossover. We can probably just do a crossover. Hop in a boat, you know? We might have to look down there for another teleportation spot because that's pretty far. And there's not a teleportation part down there. I think we've been playing The Sinking City for... Well, we play it for 2 weeks, and then I take 1 or 2 weeks off, and I'll go play like a demo or something like that, or a few demos, and then we'll come back to it. So, non-consecutively, we have been playing it for like 2 months. Can I get through that? I broke all of the things. Oh yeah, it does look like I can. Okay, I'm just gonna jump in here and run. Okay, or immediately get stuck. Can I jump over this? How are you suddenly no longer jumping? Okay. Okay, there we go. I can't carry any more gunpowder. I need to make some more ammo. Okay. We're gonna bypass this teleportation. Not teleportation, but this job right quick. I can see another place on my HUD. I can go open it up. Okay. 5-hour supercut of the Rebirth mod. Just set it to play. Oh, that one's not the Rebirth mod. That's not the supercut for Rebirth. I'm still playing Rebirth. That's the jump scare series. Okay, we've got that one. It's like one of the shortest series I've ever done, really. I do think I want to go back and try it again. That was the most tense vanilla series I have ever had to do. Okay. Okay. Can I go in here? No. Okay. Roach. What? Okay. Not far from the crossroad. Water alive from the house. Okay, so it's not the thing that I just saw in the hallway. Is there a way to go around this and check up the other side, maybe? I am confused, because all of that is an infested area. Maybe that's the problem. It's an infested area and that's what got him killed. Yeah, I already got that. Come on. You have to actually go over it. This way. Ow! Rude. Dude, jump. Okay, don't. Oh my gosh, there's so much bad. Oh my god! Okay. It's not worth fighting? No, it's definitely not. There's way too many bad guys, and if you leave for just like 5 minutes, they come right back. There's no sense in wasting the ammo for it. I'm better off just dying several times and looking for the area where I'm supposed to be going, since it's kind of vague. Okay, let me try the north side of it and see if maybe that's where instead of the south side. I got a whole bunch of stuff mucking up my HUD. No, I want to turn that off. I want to turn this one off. I don't know. I really hope whenever they do part 2 that they give you a slightly more interactive and less complicated way of marking your map. I mean, it's very interactive, don't get me wrong, but maybe this is it?
The door won't budge.
Are we even close? No, this is on the wrong avenue, so I don't think this is actually it. Let's check over here. There's a whole lot of interactivity to it, but it's very confusing on how it operates, so... Okay, maybe up here? Hello? So I'm not far from the intersection. I don't see any markable buildings, anything indicating I can go into any of these rooms. And then right back around. Okay, so not that way. Alright, alright. Not far from this cross-section right here, right? It's not in here, is it? Ah! Okay, no, probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. Can't carry any more of this, that, and the other. Or is this the intersection? I don't think this is the intersection. Oh my gosh, it's doing the blurry thing. Not what I'm looking for, otherwise I would have just picked it up. Over here, maybe? On the northern side of it? This one? Ah, okay. Let me lay the smack down. Alright, Courier's final destination. We found it. Hold on, wait for it. There we go. Is everybody having a decent day? Yeah, doing pretty good. Is it in here? No, I actually probably should spend a little bit of time crafting up some more stuff. There we go. Get out of that. I can't carry any more, what? I think that's just random parts. Ammo. Up or down? Up? Let me in! Stop. Stop. Stop your things. Stop. Stop whatever those things are. Don't do that. Gunpowder. Not what I'm looking for. Is this just like a random house that happened to be in the same location, not actually what I was looking for? I'm pretty sure it said that this was the final destination. We all know what happened in Final Destination. It wasn't good for nobody. Apparently they came out with another Final Destination, though. Just found that out today.
Left by something heavy with wheels.
Okay.
The blood's almost dry.
Gotcha.
I've seen ashes like this before. Well, that's one way to get rid of a corpse.
Dude. I could have done that a whole lot better. Hang on, wait for it.
Empty, but reeks of gasoline.
It's his final destination? Yep. That movie was traumatizing. There you are. Ugh. I know you're actually there. Nah! Oh, man. Why is all of my ammo out? Take a minute. There we go. Didn't I just... I could have swore I just made ammo. Did I not? I mean, did I already use it all? Crap. I suck at aiming. What's this? The whiskey crate. Alright, let's figure out what actually happened here. What's this?
No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this.
Who's Wheelchair Man?
Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood? Drock. Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way?
Okay.
You're done, kid. Someone talks to the cops behind my back. Their history. Get him, boys.
Time to figure this out.
You're done, kid. Someone talk. No mercy, boys. Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes.
And for...
Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way?
Okay. Oh no. Was that not right? Wait, does this one actually start it?
Drock. Whose idea? You're done, kid. No mercy, boys. He's been... Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Someone was looking for a crate
okay,
here
okay, gotcha.
and was brutally killed. The crew that did it were headed up by a guy in a wheelchair.
Guy in a wheelchair. Gotcha. Okay, okay. So it was the dude that they actually killed that was looking for the crate. My bad. I thought it was the group that took him out that were looking for the crate. Okay, so do we need to go back to this dude? We got all evidence though, right? Yeah, we got all evidence. Deep One's gold. Brooch. A massive golden brooch weighed down by milky pearls? You could have just not said it that way. Okay. So... Are we supposed to figure out who killed the courier? Or are we just supposed to take this information back? Because I think we could probably go and find out... Do we have the ability to look at... Get out of there. At, informants, maybe? At the police station? Is it gonna have that? We need to go back south. Ugh. Stop! 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 Stop your things! Oh my gosh, he just appeared, doesn't it? There you go! Supposed to find out what happened to the shipment and just bring the crate to the bartender. So we just go back to the bartender then. Okay, okay. Which was where? No, that's Glassworks, dude. Bartender was Salvation Harbor. Yeah, it's right there. So we go here. Okay. Wondering why it got so quiet. Twitch decided to just endlessly buffer. It does do that from time to time. It's very nice that way. Pardon! Here we go. I found your carrier.
Well, I found your courier.
Do I need to check the plants? Yes.
I hate to break it to you, but he's dead. Someone didn't like him talking to the cops, and, well, they made it pretty savage.
What? Okay, I'm dead. He might think I was in on it.
He? Who's he?
The boss.
The boss. Can I help somehow?
Is there
Why am I doing this?
anything I can do to help?
Nay, I'll handle it. But take my advice. The boss is the only man who can arrange a bon voyage. Don't do anything to make him unhappy. There, on newcomer. Here's the note with your instructions. Beyond that, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks.
And here's your
Here's
crate.
your water of life.
Shh, keep it down, pal. Not too shabby, newcomer. You deserve a reward for this.
So the courier was actually supposed to be breaking into the basement to steal the whiskey. Oh, we just brought it to him. Okay, I'll be right back. Now is a great time for everybody to run and grab a drink. I'm just going to pop outside and check to make sure none of my plants are looking pitiful, and if they're looking pitiful, I'm going to have to drag them inside. Hopefully it won't take me that long. I'm going to pause this because sometimes he gets to acting stupid and puts guns places he shouldn't be putting guns. We are going to take like a 5 or 10 minute maybe.
Donkey! Donkey! Donkey!
Okay. They are not looking pitiful yet. There's a couple of them that are probably going to look pitiful in another hour, and we've only got like 30 more minutes. I think I'm going to stop at 2. That way I can, if I need to bring all of them in, I can. But let's do a quick save, actually. Do a stretch. Okay. Back in it. Okay, so we are supposed to... what now? Okay, we can't really mind palace just one thing, so rendezvous point, an alley in Windmill Avenue between Octopus Avenue and Skipper Road, Southern Salvation Harbor. Question. What does one do with a dog? Answer. The dog is rabid, so it must be killed. Salvation Harbor. Salvation Harbor, Windmill Avenue. There's Skipper. Windmill. An alley on Windmill Avenue. Okay, so around about here. Okay, okay. Alright, and we can more or less walk from here. Wish I could clear up some markers here. What are you? You are the one that I need. What are you?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I am running because I'm trying to get there faster. What you mean? We must get there fast. Speedy. I am speed. That, and we can't teleport, so we're gonna be walking. What kind of plants and what kind of weather they need to be taken out of? Oh god, the fact that they're wearing cats is just so freaking weird. It's my tomatoes and peppers, and they should be doing fine in the weather we're having right now. They actually should enjoy it a lot, but they were started inside, and I'm trying to harden them off to go outside, so with the temperatures being so hot and them being indoors most of the time, I did have a heater facing at them so that they would grow faster, because the rest of the house is just, it's kind of chilly for the most part. It's gotten warm today, but for the most part it's chilly, but anybody who's grown tomatoes and peppers, you know that they like their warmth. And I just didn't want them getting overdone being out in the sun, because the last couple of days they've been in partial dappled sun. I didn't want them to be, you know, like stressed out or whatever. Today was the first day, full sun, multiple hours, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't too much for them. After as long as it took for me to grow all those, the last thing I want to do is take them outside and kill them immediately. Interesting that the game makes you find the locations yourself, yes, no kidding. Well, Bethesda did it before. Morrowind, the main cities were shown. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Richie, I appreciate it. The, oh, what was it? Not Oblivion, it was, Morrowind. You had to follow the instructions that they gave you and figure out where you were going on your map. They did not do that in later games. They put the markers on for you. I kind of like the putting the stuff on here myself. There's just been a couple of times that we have gotten lost or the instructions were unclear, and we had no idea how the map system worked to start with. Okay. That just looks weird. It looks like there's something over there on that landing I need to know. Because there's like one light bulb just pointing down at that thing. Like there should be an NPC there that's going to give me a mission, you know? Okay, in an alleyway. Back here somewhere. Aha.
Hey fella, what do you do when you see a dog? Pet it or kick it away?
Many a true nerd in Morrowind. They definitely make you find your look. Yes, they make you work for it. You need to talk to your boss, kick it, pet it, kill it because the dog is rabid.
I'd kill it, because the dog's rabid.
Right you are. You're a new one, huh? Come with us.
I don't trust you, I'll go myself. Lead the way.
Just take me to your boss.
Take me your leader! Take me your leader. All of the aliens are. I just popped up here, huh? Smuggler's hideout. Is there Is something going on here, or do I need to talk to them individually?
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
I've been put off limits.
Just calm down. No need for violence.
Okay.
How you doing, handsome?
She missing her pants, probably intentionally.
Who are you, and what the drock do you want? Let's be quick about it, kid. I don't have the whole damn day.
I'm Charles.
I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Heard you can help with, certain things.
So you want a favor from me, Mr.
Oh my
Reed.
God.
And what would
A favor for a favor for a
Want
favor.
to
I'm gonna forget
smuggle
who I
a
did
man
this
out
for
of the
originally.
city.
Yeah, a lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be easy. And, like everything in life that's worthwhile, it won't be cheap.
So, what's it gonna cost me?
I have a pretty flashlight.
Normally, I wouldn't do drock for a newcomer.
Come on.
But you're doing business with that old ape-lover Throgmorton.
I mean, yes.
I think that's interesting. That
The
tells
fact
me
that
you're
he's
worth
eating his son?
something, kid.
Cake?
Now-
Sends cake?
I have a job needs doing, but it needs to stay between the two of us.
A box of bullets and 1 day's rations. Nothing wants me to do a job. He's supposed to mark something on my map, guys. Oh, what if I don't like the job? Agreed. What do I need to do?
Guess I have no choice. So, what do I need to do?
First things first. My name's Brutus Carpenter,
At 2 Brute?
rightful head of the Carpenter family. Second thing, someone tried to kill me a week ago.
Oh, you're not asking me to track them down and kill them, are you?
No,
Probably.
kid. I've got hatchet men if I need them. And I don't want to kill them anyway. I just want to know who was gunning for me and why.
It's because of your
Yeah, I
sleep
know how it
jacket.
sounds. But after I almost died, I realized that being a hard case isn't the only option. I want to try to do things differently.
He is lying? You don't want to kill the assassin.
I wasn't expecting mercy from a crime boss. So, what's the catch?
It's not a trick, kid. I couldn't give a damn what you think about me. When you're at death's door, it makes you reassess your priorities.
Oh, we're doing the get me into heaven thing. Okay, I gotcha.
Alright, color me interested. How did this all happen?
I woke up in the crematorium inside a rolled-up carpet. I had this tag on my toe like some cadaver. And I was covered in this weird rancid slime. I managed to get myself out of there. But what I saw once I got home
It's weirder
made
than you
me
thought?
think
Yeah,
I had a
yeah,
screw
yeah.
loose.
And? What did you see?
Me, kid. Some palooka wearing my face and walking out my front door like all was well with the world. So I decided to get out and hole up here. Gathered a small company and pulled myself together.
What do you remember before waking up? Have you tried doing something? Any suspects? What do you remember
What was
before
your
waking
last
up?
memory before the crematorium?
I can remember clearly a dinner I had a week before the incident. After that, yeah, only bits and pieces. I remember writing something in my diary. I don't recall what, except it was important. Those notes could tell us how it all started.
And I suppose that diary's still in your manor.
Exactly, kid. In a strongbox in my room. You have my permission to crack it if it's necessary. I'll write you the address.
Are we going to run into another him that says he's the real one? Is that what's going to happen?
Any thoughts on who'd want to do this to you?
How are we going to figure out who's who?
Must be someone close to me, so I can't trust anyone. I haven't even contacted my son Graham. Normally I'd get him to solve this. I'm vulnerable now. I can't risk exposing myself. Another good reason to bring in an independent contractor.
No, I don't play WoW. I have never played WoW. Have you tried doing something? Let's go for that one.
You must have tried to do something about this imposter already.
Of course I did, kid. I wouldn't be asking for your help if this was just a walk in the park. My people said they killed that other me. It didn't change a thing. I guess they got the wrong guy.
Maybe he laid several of you.
So where would I find the city's crematorium?
Ah, of course you don't know. You're a newcomer after all. Here's the address.
I got it.
Why do you use a wheelchair? Why do you have confidence in your son?
You mentioned your son, Graham. Can you tell me more about him?
Graham? Why would you care? He has nothing to do with this.
You sound pretty sure about that.
Of course. Graham is too honest. And since the end of the war, he turned into a real bleeding heart. It's become a bit of a headache, actually. Of course, we've had our differences. Especially about the family business. But he would never hurt a fly. Let alone me.
Okay, wheelchair?
It appears you're quite capable of standing without aid. So why the wheelchair?
Does your curiosity always beat out your courtesy?
Yep.
I'll tell you if it makes you happy. I'm old. Some days I feel tired. This wheelchair, unlike many people, has never crossed me. So I know I can count on it if I need to.
Goodbye.
My sister's recently got into WoW. She's doing a whole lot of stuff and things and tried to drag me into it. And while it on the surface sounds interesting, it's not something I want to get into. I've only got enough room in my life for one online game, and I already play way too many games as it is. And I would much prefer to play a variety of games instead of invest a whole lot of time into one game that could potentially be shut down at any point. And I've already got one game that I kind of invest a whole lot of time into as it is.
Whoa.
Fallout.
What gives?
What's with all the guns?
A little blackmail, a little larceny, a worthwhile scrap or two. Just like the old days.
Okay, what's in your basement? Do you have loot? There's the fish life, yeah?
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Refuse to play a game that has a monthly subscription. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Okay, where's your thing? Do I need to do this? Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go.
We gotta dump this garbage. Papa Brute will be here any minute.
Papa Brute? Gunpowder. Is there more stuff in the basement I need to find? Don't stand on it. Let me stand on the box lid and try and get something out of the box. You know? Because that makes sense. I'm confused. What else is going on down here? Why can I look at that? I'm confused. Typically, something like that I wouldn't be able to see unless there was like a whole investigation I could do in here. Is there something else? Besides that, whatever that is? Oh. Okay.
The blood dried not too long ago.
Huh. Obviously it was just a her. Are we trying? I thought he was kidnapped from home. Was he kidnapped from here? Why would he be in his hideout now? I mean, before, rather. Uh-oh.
Do you like
What
it
you
here,
doing?
newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays. Do you like it here, newcomer?
This stain's almost gone.
Well,
He's kind of
get
washing
used to
it.
No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Okay. What am I looking for here? I didn't realize there was a thing in the hideout. Are we just trying to get a feel of the guy because he's actually possibly his crew killed somebody? I don't see one of those symbols either. And my vision's not going all wonky. Hmm. Did they steal someone else's house?
Yeah, top marks for quantity, but so much for quality. Even my gear's in better shape.
Ugh. Okay. Do I need to figure this out before I move on? Do you have a marker? Key evidence collected. It does not say all evidence collected, though. What am I missing? Obviously they didn't get rid of the body, so there's probably nothing else here. They just left the body sitting down here. Maybe what I'm looking for is one of those little portal things that I need to look through. Let's go... wait.
I can't imagine it ended well for whoever lost all this blood.
Okay. Is that it? Okay, we got that. We talked to him. We got those. I'm also not seeing the little thing where I have to worry about stepping through. We got that one. Looked at that. It's not okay. We did get that. Okay, okay. Was she like his old nurse or something? Did I miss something in the room? Is my character going crazy, or is there actually a thing in here? I don't see it. Come on. That room is blocked off. Okay, I don't see it. What are we working with here, guys? What are we working with here? A whole bunch of bullets right beside this bed, but I don't have anything over here. Nothing here. Quiet. Let's go check the lady's corpse again, I guess. It's usually... I hope they button this up in the next one, because, man, there's some serious stuff and things. Okay. We know all of that. Maybe this... Now when we're watching it, we'll have context. Where was the thing at? It's on this side, right? Yes, yes. Come on! Oh my gosh. Come on. There it is.
We gotta dump this garbage. Papa Brute will be here any minute.
Who's that guy? Is that one of the guys upstairs? No, no, it was not that guy. Wasn't him, was it?
Just calm down. No need for
Oh, I found a
violence.
dead woman here.
Funny thing. I found a dead woman in your basement. Now, I don't suppose you had your men kill her.
Quiet, you. You're scaring Mary. Look, she didn't die by my order, kid. Take my word for it. And the guilty have already been severely punished. Look, I have my shortcomings, but I don't hurt women or kids.
Goodbye.
Okay, that made it all evident. I needed to confront him. I thought I needed another evidence. Okay. Alright, alright. Well, we got all the evidence, and he said somebody was already... What do you have? Gunpowder. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, so in order to do the next part of it, we've got... Hold on, we got Mountain Palace stuff. Smugglers, boss to be a better man. Brutus is never going to change. After he regains power over his family, he'll just continue as always. Murder will be just the start. A brush with death could make him more compassionate and make him see how precious life is. I say before we make any choices with the Mind Palace, we try to figure out the rest of the information. Okay, we need to go to the crematorium. And... Oh, we already did that one. Brutus. Okay. Do we not have to go check on his son? He's like, don't check on him. Don't, just leave him alone. Or whatever. So we're really actually not going to go check on him? We need to go check the crematorium. Wait, where's the address for that one? Crematorium? No. That one. We need South Reed Heights. South Reed. South
you look
Reed.
thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
South Reed Heights. Don't click on that. Crematorium. Tag with Jack White. Wait, where's... that? Southern Reed Heights on the corner of Wayne Road and Phillips. Wayne Road and Phillips. Give me just a second, I'll hydrate. Wayne Road and Phillips. Over here somewhere. Okay, Liz be like, what's chat doing? Yes. I occasionally have to look over here and make sure nobody's doing anything crazy. You guys understand. We didn't have anything over here, right? Every now and then I just feel like I need to stop and, you know, catch up on the conversation, check in on things. Make sure nobody's running around with lemons again. Stuff happens. Thank you for the hydration. Okay. We need to cure over here. Lemons? Yes. I have seen the throwing of lemons before. Can't lie to me. Where was it? What was the symbol? It was the exclamation point. Okay, so it's over here somewhere. Are we gonna have to boot? Probably. Whoa. Have we been over here? I don't think we've been over here. What is even this? A pole. That's what that is. I mean the other stuff around it. It's like a graveyard over there somewhere, or was a graveyard, obviously, before everything went crazy. Crematorium. Chemistry.
Emotional damage!
Yes, definitely emotional damage. I think this is too far up, but... Crematorium. Crematorium. Oh, we're still gonna have to boat further. Okay, hang on. That's the next one? Can I go past that? Free lemons to make lemonade? Uh-oh. There we go. One more road, my bad. Like I said, don't follow me in case there's an apocalypse. Oh, it's on that side? Big imposing thing over here. Aha. Next time we're gonna find out that there's an archive of dead. There's probably an archive of dead. Are there people here? Hello? Crematorium. Yes, 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 yes. So we are looking for the evidence. First floor. Morgue. Crematorium. Funeral hall. Alright, we're gonna check the basement last. Come on, dude. Let's go bowling. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Can I go upstairs to the office? I can't go... Okay. There's obviously somebody in charge of the crematorium. Shouldn't I go up to the office and have a conversation with them before I go spelunking in their basement? This is only a little bit creepy. Do I have a weapon in my hand? Yes. I have to make sure, because sometimes you just don't know. I don't like this. Ah. Evidence? The registry. Last week, person on duty, James Warren. List of deceased. 7 unidentified corpses. They were cremated. Huss, cremated. Cole, to be cremated. Black, to be cremated. Jack White, to be cremated urgently. This week, person on duty, Robert Taylor. James Warren on sick leave since last week. List of deceased. 16 unidentified corpses cremated. And M. James cremated. So the person we need to talk to is James Warren. Okay. Oh, there's a basement's basement. Awesome. Okay. A basement's basement. Would you mind? Locked up and left early. The keys are on the table. P.S. This morning I heard wily beasts near the cemetery. Be careful. Okay. There's slimers on the floor.
Ugh, what a stench.
Uh-huh. That's all you get to say about it? Okay, that's very scientific. You sniffed it. Just goes around sniffing things. It's fine. Anything else? Loot? Linges, oranges, strontium, 90, quantum St. Clemens. Okay. What was that noise? So creepy.
What's his name? That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
Thank you, Richie.
And his cousin? He's an asshole too, sir. Gun is made first class Philip asshole. How many assholes we got on this ship?
Come on. You know, hold it at just the right angle. Where's the...
Judging by the dried blood and the dent on the shovel, it was used as a weapon.
Okay. So there's no vision to be had with this one?
Emotional damage!
Yes. I'll just do that and not waste my ammo. Thank you, Gray. Strontium, isn't that radioactive? I think so. I don't know. Oh, this is the... Oh. This is the carpet he was wrapped up in.
Ah, it reeks to high heaven.
Thank you, Richie.
What is this stuff?
I don't know. What's its sperm count?
Someone tried to wash the stain out, but it's still slimy. Ugh, it stinks.
Okay. Well, let's get the loot out of here, because that is important. Dude. Okay. Where'd I get that box? Somebody hit somebody. Obviously. Somebody tried to clean that. This is the thing.
Ah, it reeks to high heaven. What
Probably
is
looking...
this stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. Slimer? Slimer had a kid? Slimer's leftover stuff? I don't know. You tell me. Can we seriously not get into the office, though? Okay, just slap it. It's fine. Or do I need to find the other guy? You would figure, though, that it would give me an all clear. I'd already found all of the information. Do we have anything else, though? I don't see anything. Let's check the office again. Check upstairs again. Is there any more of these? It looks like one of them got busted, though. A bit messed up on the floor. Okay. Office on floor 2. And I can't open the door. Okay, so definitely cannot go into the office. So we're actually hunting for all evidence, but he's already mentioned a couple of places. We're probably gonna have to go find the dude. And they mentioned wily beasts inside the graveyard, so we might have to go to the graveyard at some point, too. Question. Does anybody actually remember who we started doing missions for to begin with that started this whole chain of other missions? This is ridiculous. Okay, I don't... Oh, I thought there was a highlight on there. I already looked at that. Yes, yes. What about... anything left up here? I don't see anything. I also don't see any indicators saying that there's like a hidden wall. The dude, does he abide? I do not know. Question. If you're Slimer, what exactly does the dude have to do in order to have abide?
Ugh, what a stench.
Yeah, I got that. Where does it look like there could be a hidden wall? Possibly, or information? Okay, hang on. My character's going crazy. I need to give it a second. If it starts making noises and stuff like that, I need to wait a second and allow him to get his sanity back, because it does actually make noises when I'm close to something that I need to see. There are so many weird noises in here. Okay. We already looked at that one. Now, did I see everything with this one? Because typically it's supposed to give you the chance to zoom in or something like that if there's a scene. I don't see one.
Whoever held this poker has got to be covered in slime.
Okay, that was a different statement, though. Okay, just slap that. This really seems like the area I'm supposed to be. I'm getting a whole lot of... Aha! There we go. Do I need to do the second line? Is that the problem? Okay. Okay, someone got hit in the head. Gotcha.
What by the angles is going on? Where am I?
Okay, so someone slapped him in the head, stuck him over there.
I need to get out of here before he comes round.
Here. And what is this?
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
I think that's going to be the last one. Then he wakes up.
What by the angles is going on?
Somebody smacks him in the head.
Where am I?
And then he talks about trying to get out.
I need to get out of here before he comes round.
Brutus was brought in by some group who had to deal with the crematorium worker. So, Brutus woke up, knocked the guy out cold, and escaped.
Okay. No, you're not actually that crazy, dude. Don't do anything dumb. Okay. All evidence is now collected. And I guess we do need to do the Mind Palace now, because it probably wants to do that. Brutus, stun the crematorium worker. And... shift schedule. Can I do that? I need to talk to Warren, James Warren, the man who was on shift when Brutus woke up in the crematorium. He's suffering from a head injury and requires urgent treatment. I am sure that's why we need to talk to him. Hang on. Casebook. Okay, is there a way we can get into the office now to possibly get more information on James Warren, or are we going to have to go somewhere and find a archive in order to find him? I still can't get in here. Okay. I did not see anything else that would allow me to do that, so... What do we what do we yes? What do we look up? In order to find out who James Warren is. I think we're going to have to figure that out next time, though. But we need to remember that's what we're doing. We're looking up the staff for the crematorium. And I need to save. I need to do a save. There we go. Okay, we are going to stop just a little bit earlier than usual. I have got several things that need to get done today, namely having to do with plants. We'll see. Hopefully all of the plants survive this transition, because I need to start dividing them up and getting plants that belong to other people out to them. So anyway, a Slimer's book. Yes. The dude apparently did abide, because there was a lot of it everywhere. So, all right, let me do these. YouTubes, thank you guys so much for being here. Let me see if I can find someone to redirect to. There are no redirects. I do apologize.
Let's put a little whipped cream on that.
Yeah, let's put a little bit of whipped cream on that. Let me see. Here we go. Over on the YouTubes. That did not do what I was supposed to do. What are you doing? Link copied. There we go. There we go. That is the video that I just posted for today. It is the cut of the jump scare series, and its untimely end. So if you guys are interested in watching that, you have a quick link to go watch something else. I do apologize that we don't have anybody we can raid, but thank you guys so much over on the YouTubes. I appreciate you guys being here. I will see you next time. You have a wonderful day, overnight, and you stay shiny. Bye. Bye, Christensen! It's like him and maybe one other person watching over on the YouTubes. Maybe. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. And end.